So nice. Very chilled.
Yeah, I bet it is proper chill, just popping about. Like
it is. So all I mean, pottering about's really best thing.
Yeah.
We've just been building chicken coop for the month or so. It's been like chicken coop, greenhouse.
Yeah.
Like a green at the end of the street, so planting new plants for the year.
Yeah, nice and chill.
Pretty chill.
Nice and chilled, mate.
Did you do anything nice with Emma for Valentine's Day?
Yep, she had a lovely foot massage.
Nice.
It's all in the hands, Stan. It's all in the hands.
It is.
My little fingers. She cooked us her own real meal. It was like steak and rice, but she does this rice with loads of garlic in and that. Oh, the rice is unbelievable, mate. It's probably the best garlic I've ever had. Sorry, best rice I've ever had. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. But no, other than that, we just chilled. To be honest, I had an early night last night again. I don't know what's coming up. I don't know if I'm coming down with something. I need to start going to the gym. Getting my fitness back up. Since I was proper fit, I broke my leg, and then obviously not being able to move and that, getting back into it's quite tough. Yeah. Especially at our age, you know what I mean? It is, isn't it? Getting back into it. Playing football.
Did you?
Snap,
Dodgy tackle though.
snapped me Febuary. No, this is it. It's quite embarrassing to say. It wasn't even a tackle. Basically, what it was is I just sort of turned this young lad, and pulled away from him, and he was chasing me. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd bring it back on the outside of my left foot and like try and push it through his legs. Yeah, but the grass was long. It was summer, and do you know when you get that the stickiness on the grass, and the ball just sticks to the grass. So the ball just stuck to the grass, and my leg stayed on top of the ball. But as I tried to sort of slide the ball, realising the ball's not coming, my bodies fell on my leg on top of the ball, and I had to like flick my leg out, and everyone just heard a snap, and everyone just went ooh.
Well, I broke my leg this time last year.
Yeah.
And it was just above the ankle. It cracked up the.
Oh, right up it. Oh, I don't even like to talk about it, me.
And all I did was I fell off a curb.
Really?
Yeah.
Proper dodgy, innit? It's when you get this age, though, mate.
It is.
Like in the army, I was getting like flung in through windows and, you know, getting flung out a door and just like, I know what happens to you, but when you get older. Oh, well. But anyway, I'm better now. I can river dance again now. So.
Good.
Right, should we do a top down?
Mine. Yeah.
Should we go?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Get on it.
You are? Oh, is it? Alright. 2 minutes, guys. Don't forget the doctor's end with that link. Yeah? Morning, Paolo! Morning, mate. We're just about to do a top down. Had a nice trade yesterday.
Back on.
You are?
Wish I'd stuck that wing back on.
I know, played out lovely, didn't it? It didn't come down to 1985 though, which I thought it would. Morning, Nella.
I did it. It came down to 84.
Did it?
Yeah. To 3 o'clock. Came down to 84, but because we had 82 as our.
Wing back sell, we had this, didn't we?
Yeah.
80. Oh no, 92 we had, didn't we? 92 for wing back sell. To come back down. Where did we want? Oh, you're right. 85 was the target, was it? Did we have 85?
It was 82. 82 we had as where everything was going to come down to, and then possibly.
So it didn't come. Yeah, so it didn't hit our 82 mark. But I mean, look at that. Lovely that, like.
Perfectly.
Came back to break even quite often though, but yeah. Anyway. But we were 100% right in we were looking at buys literally here, weren't we?
Yeah.
We were looking at buys here. We nearly got a 5-minute buy back up. But whatever, we got a trade in the end. Anyway, right, let's do a top down then, guys, because we've just had an hour close and we've actually looks like we've broke out. So monthly, same thing as every day on the monthly. We should be coming down to tab 1994, which we've done that now, so we're not sure where this monthly is going to go because there's still 14 days left of it. Right, we ideally want to see the monthly close below this level so we can come down to 1850 levels. Okay, but this monthly can start pulling back now if I want to. Weekly is now the weekly currently hasn't broke below this minor range as of yet. Okay, so we're currently still respecting this area, so we're in this range technically on the weekly. So what does that mean then? Well, that means the weekly could flip at any point to the upside. We're on Thursday today. I'm hoping it doesn't, but at any point this could start flipping and start coming to the upside of this time frame. Next week should be nice. If we can get a nice close below here but not drive, it means we're sort of free falling all the way down to 1938. So next week could be a really good week. So currently this weekly can do anything. It's done a push down, it could start pulling back, or it could push for a steeper bottom wick. Now the daily, we've had two bearish closes. We've got another bearish close on this daily. Right, it's doji bearish, but it's still bearish. So what does that mean then? Well, that means it means more likely it's going to end up being bearish again with this. However, it means it's going to do a steep top wick before flips bearish. Okay, so what you'll sometimes see is, I'm trying to see if I can find an example. That's if it's going to do that. I'm not saying all the time. It might get a pullback or something like this. So you doji, and then you get a bullish close, but then you're still bearish. You're still coming down because this is still bearish. That makes sense. So we could get a daily close, or we could flip. I'm trying to find an example where you get a small bearish, and then the next one's just gives a steep top wick, and then that one flips heavily bearish. A bit like this, but this hasn't given us a top wick. Okay, so we've just got to see what's going to happen with this daily candle today, really. Oh, where am I at? Now, looking at the weekly, we know the weekly can pull back. This daily, what's this daily going to do? So we need to identify what this daily has done in previous data. Now it's kind of broke out, so that the daily now is really on a free fall down to 1981. And so are we going to tap 1981, or are we just going to reject and create a new zone here? We have got levels here. So there's another level here. Did we break below that? No, look. So we'd probably say we filled the range now. So we might be looking at something like this. Close respect, and therefore we're going to come back up. Now we thought we were going to do it on this daily candle, but we didn't quite do it. So does that mean now we're in the same boat as yesterday? Are we now going to get a bullish close coming back up to these levels at 2006? If that's the case, that's our target, because if we've closed, if we're copying any of these ones as well, you get a daily close, and then you get a bearish close, and you just mess about in between that range. So technically this is our range today. This is our target, 2007. Taking buys above, you've got to be careful, because we know the daily can just close in and around that area. Sells really pretty tricky, because we've sort of closed respecting this 1990 level. So we're going to need to come back. And with the previous candle close, we know we're going to have a top wick anyway, but the only way we could take sells is if we break the wick low. Then you should be pushing to at least 1973 levels. So what does that look like on a lower time frame? So we've got a liquidity grab to the downside, so this should be enough fuel to come back up now. We've came back down, we're still respecting this area, therefore is this now us starting to push back up? And if that's the case, what a 3-hour bullish close. I'm definitely coming down with something. I need to stop licking the toilet seat, man. It's not good for you, is it? So we've had a 2-hour and a 1-hour close. The 1 hour did break out, then we've had a bottom wick, and then we've gone. So if we can get a because it probably doesn't need a bottom wick now. Because why do we think it doesn't need a bottom wick? Well, it's because you broke the lows here and you didn't drive. You came back down, broke the lows again. You didn't drive, but you did break all these highs, and then you pulled back for more liquidity. Then you pulled back for more liquidity now, and you still haven't brought these highs. So it means this can now break the highs and pull them back. If we can get an hour close above, we can potentially take wing back buys from the new support at 1994 levels, because you should get a break, retest, and then go to our target. So we are looking at probably getting 2007 tapped today, I would think, if this daily is gonna be bullish. So I probably wouldn't have took this hour, guys. I probably would have wanted a break above here. So don't think that you've missed a trade, anything like that. Let's have a look though at, because the 4's technically still bearish. Okay, so that means this 4 could flip to the downside at any moment. Let's have a look at this 4. See what this is. See if this is a prominent break to the downside. Break should be pushing to the next zone at 1989. All the 4's tend to just fly through. 4, pull back. So the 4's currently the only one what's sort of not looking nice, because you've got quite a prominent support here, which technically you haven't broke out of that support. So yeah, this should end up bullish. I'm just thinking, could we get a top wick? So if we get a forward close, a bottom wick, where would the bottom wick be? Potentially 1991, but it likely only need to tap 1994. I don't think we can do anything. What about a 30? 30 hasn't broke as of yet. You've got to look at that lovely nest play there on the 30. Perfect nest play, that, guys. Look at that. Perfect nest play. This is quite a prominent area. We probably would have got in on this, to be fair. I was on the chart a bit earlier, 7:30, 8 o'clock. Ooh, that would have been. By the time we've done the top down, I might have to start getting on a bit early. The setups have been. It does this though through certain times of the year. Setups line up earlier, and then they line up later, and things like that. It just obviously, it's just a cycle of the market. It just changes all the time. What if we got a 15-minute close? Where's the 15 going to push to? The next 50, it's already filled at 1995. What if we get a break above that? So basically, guys, we're bullish, and we should be coming up to 2007 levels. That's what we're aiming for, really. But I would prefer, if we can get a 15 close above 1995, and if we can get a pullback to around 1993, we could potentially take wing back buys up. Okay, a bit like these. So you're back down 1993. So I'm not really interested in sellers unless you get a high time frame break to the low. So here you got a 15 close out. Pulls back to 1993. Could that be a potential wing back buy back up? Potentially. Back up. Or are we going to mess about in this range? Because we technically haven't had an hour break. We haven't had a higher time frame break yet. Okay, we haven't had that hour break. It's had a little break the previous support, but it's not broke the whole overall structure. So even if we break out, can we come back down, tap our wing back buy to come back up? Tap on the 15. I think we could. And if we don't, we'll just take it off the 15. So if the 15 closes below, like this, the new 15 should pull back anyway. We've got 15 minutes for London to open. We'd go risk free in 1995. What is that? Just go 10 pips risk free. Down. Okay. Yeah, we can probably look at that, guys. So we've had a 15 close now. Oh, no bottom weight. So this 15, we could look at a wing back buy from 1993. However, I would prefer an hour break above. Right. Or at least a 30-minute break above. So if we can get a 30-minute break close above here, and the new 30 comes down, taps, flips. Because we technically haven't had an hour breakout as of yet. So we really need this hour breakout as well. But it's still 42 minutes. So if this 15 can pull back, we'd be going off the 15. So if this 15 looks like it's going to close bearish, because it's got no bottom wick here. And it's still respecting this area at 1995. So does that mean you're going to get one big 15-minute candle closing below? It'll literally be off the 15, guys. Like if the 15 closes below, the next 15 should pull back, would be out. Yeah, so it's one of them 15-minute waiting. And then that'll decide whether we're out or not. So let's have a look on the 5, what the 5s do. I mean, we could even come and tap 1993, really. That would be better. Would be a bit more of an advantage. Closed above. It's going to be within these little areas. Within the middle of here. Or are we going to come further down? Do we wait for an hour break above? And then wait for the pullback? That would be the best thing to do. But is this hour going to drive? Let's see how far this hour can drive to. Well, it could drive to there. 1 hour pops up. So is that what we're going to do? Are we going to pop up to 1997? These ones don't. These close around 1996. This one pops up. But we've already done this pop, so we're just going to tap 1996 and start coming back down. That's the question. Is that what we're going to get? 15. So technically we're still down here, aren't we? On the hour. And that means this hour could flip. Which that would be the 4 flipping. I think we might have to wait for the hour close, guys. It all depends on how these candles print. If we get one big pushing candle all the way down, then yeah, we can look to take it. But it's better when the hour's closed up there, because the hour can still pull back all the way back to 1992. And if we get caught in that, the new hour should give us a top wick anyway, but it just would make more sense. I mean, if we get a 30 break above, you should be driving, but I don't know whether you're going to pull back at that point if you do get the 30. Unless we get something like this. So if the 30 closes above here, and then the new 30 pops down, taps, pulls back, it'll be risk free anyway. But even this is when price wants to reverse and come back down. This might be what we're getting. We've really struggled to drive down, so it's telling me we do need to come back up. That's the thing. So if we can get an hour close above and then a pull back, and we can catch this, and then the hour flips and drives, this range up here should be fairly clean to drive through. We could get some flyers. Yeah, we could see a push like this, guys. See. But that's if we're not on this one yet. Interesting. Interesting. If we get the 30 close above, we could potentially get... Morning Vin. We could potentially get buy stops on as well if we don't come back. I'd sort of want... the 30s like that. Yeah, 30 close above. See, this is what I mean, where the 30 might not pull back if you get that 30 close above. Doesn't pull back, just goes, fills the range. Unless we can get something like this. Okay. Let's see how this 30 closes in 6 minutes. The pullback will probably happen with this next 30. So we are looking for a wing back buy in between 1993 and 1992. It'll sort of be on my call, really. What we don't want to break the highs yet. So we don't want to break this high yet. Right? We want to come back down, tag us, and then it goes and breaks the high. Because it's going to be between 1993.91 and 1992.88. We might even pop down to 1992, which would be a better advantage point, because let's say this 30 closes bullish, which it looks like it's going to do. The new 30, if the new 30's probably unlikely it's going to close like that. But even if it did close as low as that, the new 30 still... it's going to have to come back and tap previous support, which is here at that point, to get out. Okay. But I can't see the 30 pushing that far. If anything, well, let's look at previous data from these levels. This 30 only closed like that, and then you're going to need a pullback, even if you want to drive down. But obviously, we started making our way back up. So, morning drift. You okay, mate? So let's see, guys. 15's got no bottom wick. Does that mean this 15's gonna flip to downside? Now stops really for us. Now if you really want to be risk free, I just cover the low. Price shouldn't be breaking the daily low really. I do believe you're probably gonna have to break these highs before breaking the lows. So you've got two options. You can go below this daily, because if this daily does flip, it's likely going to come and test the low of this previous daily anyway. Okay, so the stops on that are pretty decent. 40 pips. Or, if you want to be safe, you can just go below the daily, because the daily could flip, come and test the previous wick, but not break it if it wants to flip back up to the upside. Do you know what I mean? So, are we just going to come and create a steeper bottom wick? What I might do is I might go just below this wick for a bit of extra safety. Lovely stops. So can we come back down? I'm just thinking, if we do get an hour close, I don't know if we can just enter and market execute, because I think the hours come back. If we get an hour break above 1995, because remember the 4's still bearish here. So look, hour break above, and then the new hour closes back in. So really you would need a close above 1996 in order to take it. Break above, you pull back to 1994. Okay, this doesn't quite make it down. But then you do come and fill the range. So how are we going to get another pullback? That's the question. How are we going to get another pullback? Yeah, look. Break above, you don't quite tap it. You pull back. You tap 1992, and then you go. We really don't want to be breaking the highs, guys, because if we break the highs, what does that mean? If we break this high, what does that mean? That means we've now got liquidity, because it might just be coming up just to break the highs to then push the other way. Yeah, because you've had your consolidation, but then you've had a breakout. So this is why I'm thinking this is the liquidity grab to now push this way. That's why we're looking at buys. But was this just a pop down? So is this a liquidity grab to drive down? I don't think it is, but you just gotta rule it all out. It's just less likely at that point. If you don't break the highs, we're more likely just for a pullback and then go. So we've had a 30 close now. The 30's closed nice. Okay, so stand by, guys. I am looking at wing back buys. Shit, guys, between 1993. So we will be something like, I'll put worst case, but it'll be on my call, right? Now this target's difficult here. You're probably either looking at 1997 or, to be honest, you could probably target up here. This is the daily area, 2006. Stops for me are 60 pips. 60 pips. So we've got $1987.84. Take partial, move to break even 1994.96. I don't know whether I'm going to take partial there though, guys, because I think we'll probably push a bit fair, but that's where I'll be going risk free. 2006.88. So that's what we've got at the minute, guys. Now the 15, as long as the 15 doesn't close below 1992, I'll be happy. We'll look to manage risk if the 15 closes below, right? That's probably the only risk management, really. Because look, 15 close below, then we come back, then you drive. So if we get a 15 close below, that's our below 1992. That's our sign to get out on a break even. Okay, that's our cut off. So a little tip for you is, like what I've been saying lately, in your logbooks, put this in your logbook now. Put it down as a loss. Yeah. That's if we get activated, actually. Wait till we get activated, then put it down as a loss and start getting used to that you've already lost this money. And if you can't get used to losing that amount of money, then you need to lower your risk. Right? We need to train your brain to get used to the losses. It's part of it. 15 closed, respected. And then still getting back. Ooh. I want to have a look on the 5s, see what the 5s do. The 5 sort of from this height here. What was this? This was just a wick up. We've broke above all that. So, are we looking at something like this? Where we can pull back. Tap 1992. To come back up. Ideally, we want to catch this move here. So let's pretend this is us. We come back down. We see a 5-minute close there. Yeah. And hopefully we get another push, no top wick. We either get a buy stop on the 5 with no top wick, or we look to enter for a wing back buy. So in and around here we've entered. And then the new 5 comes straight up, taps, and then comes back down. This might have stopped us out though, a break even. But then see the next 5 then we catch this move up. That'd be a nice move to catch. Because remember, we really need an hour close above. We need an hour close above this at 1994. So it might not happen till the next hour, believe it or not. We might just consolidate a bit here for the hour to close, and then the new hour gives us a bottom wick. Because remember what this would look like. Well, think what this would look like if we pull back now. It means the hour now is pushing back, and if we do close in around here, that means we're closing respecting. What does that mean? Well, we're probably going to be looking to come back down. Can we get back down? So if we get a 15 bearish close, that'd be the first sign of price wanting to pull back. This 15 is nice. How did this look on the 5? Okay. Okay. The 5s are still not driving back down at the minute. It's probably looking to wait for the hour close, which has still got another 20 minutes. So you've still got two 15-minute candles. So if this 15-minute candle closes bearish, then that means a new 15. If that's the one what does it, that means the hour's pushing back. It's sort of not what we want, really. If anything, we want to get activated on this hour, on this 15. Sorry. Now, if we can get, because we've closed respecting this, let's see what happens if you get a 15 close above 1995. Do you drive through to 1997? If that's the case, we can also take buys above. Doesn't quite play out. It's played out here. This one didn't do it. It got a fake out. You'd need a decent bottom wick for it to play it. Didn't do it again here. Here's an area where you might pull back to. We haven't broke above yet, but if we do break above on a 15, it might mean win back buys from 1994. Because look, you've got all this consolidation here. This is sort of similar to what we're seeing. Then you got one breakout. Yeah. Let me go to ours. So it's obviously a lot larger, but similar. All this consolidation here. Then we've got two breakouts. Yeah. So if we go back, so what did price do? So price then pushed up, broke above 1995, and then pulled back only to 1994, not quite our wing back. So could we see 1994 get tapped and then we flip and drive to the upside? Is this what we're going to see? If that's the case, then we're probably going to miss the move, aren't we? But what we can do is, if we see all this happen and then price comes back up and closes respecting around here, then we can probably add this as a wing back. Because if we're not driving down after all of this, you're probably thinking, okay, well, you're probably not looking to drive down, because you would have just drove straight back down, really. But we can't add it as a wing back yet, because the advantage point for it, if the hour does flip, that means the 4 flips. Remember, the 4 is still bearish. If the 4 flips, then you're not coming back, so we need the advantage. That's the key. Oh, we're pushing back down now. Oh, whoa, 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 oh, shit. Stand by, guys. Oh, that's a lovely, lovely 5 candle. Can we just tap our level? Okay, stand by. It's a nice big pushing candle. Come on. It's probably tapped that area where I said 1995, was it? I said? Or 4?
Maybe 4, 5.
4, 5. So it's tapped that area. Now let's see if it rejects from here, because this is an area of rejection as well. But I need that advantage point, guys, unfortunately. The 5s tend to, if we look at this one, I mean, you can get a big 5-minute candle back in, right? But this hadn't broke above so far. So keep an eye on this area. If you look at the 15, yeah, we've broke way above. And the 30 broke way above. We still haven't broke these highs yet, which is nice. So I don't think we're going to get this big push down. But if you look at the 15s, sorry, the 5s, it takes a couple of 5s to get down. I think it's 2, 1, 2. So 2 5s to get down. So we can get a bearish close on this 5, which we're likely going to get. Morning, Soph. And remember, our get out is the 15 closing below here. If the 15 closes below here, we're looking to get out. Can the next 5 pop down? So the 15 hasn't closed as of yet, but it's going to now. So where's this 15 closing? We haven't had one 15, but we ideally want this 15 closing respecting here if possible. This 15 close respecting this minor support, that'd be better. Then the new 15 comes down, breaks the lows, and then flips. Come on, come on. Stay like this. This would be perfect. You got a minor support here. 1994. Let's just see if that is a minor support. Yeah, so 15 close, new 15 opens up and drives up, but this one had already tapped it. So if we can just, the new 15 can open up, no top wick, and push down. Come on, perfect. Come on, can you get down? Can this 15 pop? Is it froze? It's like it's froze. Did it? It was it hadn't even froze. Oh, no top wick, no top. This 3 is probably going to give a top wick for it. Oh yeah, I'm going to get a top wick here. Yeah. But I mean, all these had top wicks and then still came down. What did this 5 look like? This one. Look at that. You had. Is that this one or is that this one? 1 5-minute candle came all the way back down. Now 1, 2, 3. Would have been better with no top wick, like. But it just means this 5 can still flip to the downside now. You have closed respecting the minor support. I'm just hoping that this is not the wing back what is needed to drive through. That's what we're hoping. Now I don't mind it messing about either, because this is the last 15 of the hour, so if this 15 closes like bullish like this, now that'd be perfect, because you're still respecting 1994. Then the new hours opened up bullish and broke all the highs. So then what you should get is the new hour should then pull back. Hopefully break the lows again one more time in order to flip to the upside. So if we can get something like that, that'd be perfect. But it might not happen till the new hour. So the key is to have an hour break above here. We need an hour break above, because if we don't get an hour break above, we technically haven't broke out. It means the next hour could just start coming down. Start coming back down into these ranges. And if you look at these hourly candles, look how big that hourly candle is. So if I move this over to... oh, shit. Look at the movement of that hourly candle. It's that big. Now put that over here. Yeah, that's including the wicks, mind. Put that over there. That's what we could get from these levels. So we don't really want that. We need a break above. If we break above, we're more likely going to come and tap 1997. That's the thing. I say that these ones didn't, but this one did. Now even coming down though, it sort of still plays out, this trade. Look, the hour taps and then flips, pulls back, sorry. Another one, hour tapped, then pulled back and then still drove down. Hour tapped, pulled back, still drove down. Hour taps, pulls back, still drove down. So it's sort of an area, even if price is going to reverse, it tends to tap. This is probably the only one what doesn't come back. Look at this. No top wick, no top wick. Power straight down. Yeah, it doesn't really come back. So if you entered here, it doesn't really come back. You'd be stopped out. Don't know whether that's news though, because that's like 1 o'clock. Looks like it is. Friday, yeah, it is news. It's bloody NFP. Okay. Another one, taps, pulls back. Doesn't quite make risk free, but then thereabouts. Taps, pulls back. Even these ones on it. Okay. Okay. So like I say, we might not pull back until this next hour. So we ideally just want an hour close above 1994. And then even if we get the fake out to the downside, and we go into drawdown where we can get out, the next hour should then pull back anyway to get us out. But hopefully the new hour will just open up, pull back, open up, pull back, activate us, tap previous support, because this is previous support, and then flip to the upside. Hopefully that's what we'll see. Like that. Okay, which would be a lovely entry. Like perfectio entry. Turn the heat off Taylor. Yeah, put it on. Where are we at? 8 minutes. The new one. I'll go and do it now actually. We've got a second guys. We're still waiting anyway. Yeah. And don't forget to do that link. Doctors. For the doctors? For the letter? Yeah.
Oh, it's gone 8 o'clock now.
Doesn't matter, it's alright. Oh, we're dropping back down now. 15. Is this going to get a wick fill? Have a look. Are we going to get activated on this? I don't want to get activated on this because that means the hour. I need the hour to stay up there ideally. 15. So it will be on my call, right guys, because the 15's close respecting here, and then you've pulled back. Would still work out. Good morning, beach fam tea, is it? Morning, mate. Yeah? You'll have to ring them then. You'll have to ring them. $15, and then getting back down. Because if you get a 15 bearish close, that means the hour's not breaking out. It means you can push straight through. We're probably looking at this second round, this 1992 mark at that point. So we sort of need the hour to close up here. We don't want the 15 coming down. We want a bullish close on this 15 and then the new hour pulls back. That's what we want to see, guys, if possible. What match we've got this weekend?
Bournemouth.
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 Bournemouth. Eh? Get the tunes on. See, when we were just doing TNS, Dan, I could play all me bangers, but unfortunately, can't deal with that. People used to come on. Oh, shit. People used to come on just for me tunes. Used to come on just for the tunes. Come on, 15, stay bullish. Come on, the hour. Now, if you're into all this, you've got some double bottoms, triple bottoms, quadruple bottoms. We haven't actually brought the high on the daily yet. What's this daily going to do? Do we need a pullback to 2006? It's more like there. Because this is a simple breakout, retest on the daily if you think about it. Breakout, retest, go. If it's going to go down. Two minutes for an hour close, guys. This is nice. We could really catch some flies here, though. If this is the move back up, we could really fly. As long as we don't get stopped out in the lower time frame. If we can catch this, yeah. So let's say we're going to get this, but just we actually tap our zone. I do believe it might be a case of like a tap, a flip, and then drive all the way through these ranges, potentially up to 2006. So if we can catch that, that would be perfect. Yes, we're having a nice hour close. The reason why we want the hour to break out is because it means if we are getting a fake out, the fake out, let's say the fake out is going to be, I don't know, that big of a candle. The higher up it is, the more chance the next one, if you get the fake out, the next one needs to pull back to get us out before flipping. So if this hourly pulls back to there, yeah, close respecting, and then we still take this trade, it means the fake out is now going to be like that, because you're going to close here. That means the next hourly might only open up and not quite get to break even, then flip. So we really need this hour to close bullish, break out above, and then that'll give us a good advantage point. It's all about the advantage point. It's not about where's our best entry to get the most pips from, the most money from. It's about where's our advantage point to get out. See where I'm flipping my mindset from what can I make to protecting my capital. You shouldn't be talking about what you can actually make. It should be all about, right, how do I protect my capital? Well, if I put my stops here or I put this here, it's going to protect. Come on, so new hourly candle now, guys. We've got a lovely close, bullish. So if we can pull back with no top wick, fantastic. Fantastic. But it's just whether we can. If we break the highs, then it's pretty difficult, really. And it's difficult taking buys above on the 15 as well, because you do tend to pull back. You sort of pull back to these levels before driving back up once you break above. So can this 15 come and break the lows? Or is this that pullback here? That says what we don't want. That's some right banging tunes for non-copyright, haven't we? So even if you want to drive down from this level, and even if you got in there, you'd still play out. Okay. So it does look like it's quite a safe area, really. Unless we get some new ranges made. This is the only thing I'm worried about, whether the wick down what we got was this. And now we're going to start going. Yeah. It won't let me look at him because I'm not a member of that group, was it like? Oh, 15 hasn't brought the lows. Still no top wick on this 15. Can we get down? So it does only take one 15-minute candle to pop down. So what we want to see really is one big pushing candle on a 5. That should initiate the move. Oh, look at that, man. Look at that. You know what we've got here, Dan, don't you? You know what we've got here, guys. There you go. There you go. See, you can't do that with red and white candles, can you? Eh? Doesn't work, right? But look at that. No, hardly any of them have got top wicks. This is, oh man, if we can catch this, this would be nice. Today probably between 1 and 3. But if he passes his number, I'll give him a ring on the way. Ask him what the miles is on it. 175. It says it has a new engine. Yeah, I'll still go and have a look.
Buying a new vehicle.
New van, yeah. I love vans, mate. I'm not into cars at all.
Yeah.
Cars don't.
Kind of van.
I've got a Beamer at the minute. It's like a sport line, low profile, 3-door, but I only bought it for business, really.
Yeah.
It's like a nice little sports car. It's lovely, but it's not my cup of tea, really. I'm not into cars. I like vans. Love vans. Caddies, I love. Caddies, best vehicle I've ever had, a caddy. VW caddy. Comfiest vehicle I've ever had as well. Not about image me, mate. I mean, look at me. I'm a white man with dreads. You know what I mean? We're not really driving down, are we? Come on, this 15. Can this 15 tap us? Well, everything's looking really nice, guys. Really nice. No top wick on the 30. See if this 30... It's whether this 30 is going to pop past this wick, or whether it's going to test the wick and then flip. But at the minute, everything is showing us here that price is ready to flip, so we should get one candle pop down, and then that candle should flip and initiate the move back up. That's what we're hoping, okay? That's what the plan is. But remember, I've got this set up now, yeah? Got this set up. I've accepted my loss, whatever I'm risking on this. I'm comfortable with that loss. I've already lost this trade. Already lost it. What news have we got today?
You at 1:30.
Yeah, so we've got some news today. Well, that's the thing with when you just trade London session and you trade gold with the US dollar. It's you sort of the only time you take into consideration news is if you're stuck in a trade, and we've been there a few times, haven't we, Dan?
Yeah.
We've been there a few times. It's played out well for us, luckily, but
I was gonna say they've played out.
yeah.
Whether I've been in them or not, it's another question. But played out.
Played out nicely. We're not really driving, are we? Can we get a pop? You are? No. No. Not yet. 5's got no bot. 15's got no top wick. Is this 15 going to flip and drive? I'm a bit wary taking buys above here, guys, because of the 15. You can get faked out in. Also the hour you can get faked out. But I know we haven't broke out of that range yet. The only thing I've got on really is, I mean, if we get another hour break above and we don't fill the range, then this wing back buy could be potentially be on 1994. But at the minute, the only thing I've got on is this, unless we get a 4 hour. The only way I'd take a buy stop is off the 4. So because currently the 4 is bearish, remember, and broke below this minor range. Therefore, the 4 currently is still in this range. So at any point, really, the 4 can flip to the downside. Now we're aware of this, and we're still looking to take a buy, because we know you're probably going to have to get a top wick on them lower time frames anyway, even to drive down, and that's what tends to happen. So it's, if we get a forward break above here, it'd be a case of a pullback, and you don't need much of a pullback, but a pullback, buy stop on to come and fill the range on the 4, and it's quite a nice range, to be honest with you. You definitely should be coming up to 1997. Yeah, because they all come and tap 1997, all of them. And have we tapped 1997 yet? No, we haven't even tapped 1997 yet. I think even if you want to drive down, you need to tap 1997. Let me have a look at this. This one didn't. But you came up, tap 1997. This 4 doesn't quite do it. Oh, we're pushing down, aren't we? Can we push past this wick? 5 close. So this is just the hour pullback we're after here, really. The hour's still got no top weight, which is fantastic for us, because what tends to happen if you've got no top wick is, even if this hour closes like that, the new hour then will likely, whether it's this hour or the one after, but soon your one candle will come up, tap, create a top wick for this, even if it wants to flip. So it's more chance of price coming back up. Okay. We are pushing down now. Stand by, guys. Just what, can we break this wick though? That's the thing. If we don't break this wick on this candle, might mean we're coming back up. It's just whether we drive straight through to the next 1992 level or not. So should we watch it on a 1? Let's watch it on a 1. One.
It's a 1 minute candle all the way back up.
Yeah, just one. Look at this hour, this is nice. Can this hour make it down, guys? Can it make it down? This is perfect, everything's really nice, no top wicks on them. Because if this can just tap, then this hour might still flip. There's still 45 minutes left of this hour, so if this 15 can tap, and if we can get this hour to flip to the upside, it means we're in the money. Or we can go risk free at least, and it shouldn't come back really if we can catch this. But you've got to remember, there is an area around here, literally where it's at now, where it can reject from. Yeah, it's probably this little man of support here. Look, it's close respect in there as well on the 15, which is nice. Can we pop down? No bottom wick. Stand by, guys. This might get a little pop down. go. Come on. Come on. Come on, Sheba.
One hit. Come on.
Come on, son.
That's all we need.
USD still stronger, so it should be still pushing down. New 15-minute candle. We don't want a top wick. This is the thing. When you want a wing back, you don't want a top wick, because if it does a top wick, then it's more likely that it's going to flip and drive further down. Do you know what I mean? So if it comes down first without a top wick, oh, do you know what? Could this be the turn here? Could this be the turn? What's the difference? 5 pips. What is this? Let's have a look at this zone. It's this here, look. I'll put this purple so we can still see it. So it comes down to here. Ooh. Let's see, tap that zone. It's broke below that. So that's literally just tapped it and rejected. So no, I don't know what it's going to do for me really. We'll see. If it goes, we might get a bullish 15 close, and then the new 15 comes and breaks the lows before pushing up. We'll see. We're flipping back to the downside, but it's just, we might drive on this 15 now. That's the only thing. What's the 30 doing? We've broke the lows, which is nice. Because if you look at this 130-minute candle, you can pop all the way down to 1992. So, is the next 15 going to pop to 1992? Used to know. Used to know. 10 pips difference. I used to know. Come on, get down. So what is this hour going to do? How do we think this hour is going to end up? Do you think it's going to be bearish? Probably looks like it's probably bearish because, I mean, you've had such a bullish momentum. You've broke out now. So, but you've broke out, so therefore is this going to flip? Just bear in mind, guys, right? The hour could, even if the hour closes below, really, the only way we're looking to manage risk is if we close below 1992, because even when you close below there, you can still come back and tap 1994 to get out. Okay, so it's a 15 close below 1992 we're looking to get out, but you've got no top wick on this, hour yet, so you're likely to come back up really. And we know you tend to tap 1997 before coming down. So what are you doing? It's not driving though, is it?
I get noticed that we're enemies there.
Yeah. So,
we'll hang around the edges and then we'll drive.
Yeah, we're really not driving here. I want one big pushing candle. One big pushing. Might happen on the 30. So close yet so far. Oh. Yeah, we need to see where 1.5 pops down with no top wick to then flip. But getting bullish closes is not a bad sign really. It shows that we're looking to reverse back up. We're losing momentum to the downside. Good morning, FX Snipe. Because how are we going to get something like this? This 15 here pops through. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's see how this 5 closes. Come on! Okay, guys. I am in.
I am not.
I am in. Spread is not very nice. So, bear in mind, we can still come lower. Okay, so we're in for buys on this. Our risk-free is 1994. We're basically going off the hour, right? So this is the hour pullback. So ideally what we want to see is this hour to flip to the upside. We're not seeing any bullish momentum as of yet off the 5 or the 15. But that's what we'll start seeing, okay? Stops are, for me, down in 1987. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. 1987. And in 87, 84. Okay. Lovely jubbly. And that's the trade we've got. Now bear in mind we can still push further down, right? We can still push further down. But we're in profit now. If this 5 can close bullish, fantastic. See if we can push back up. But I will be going risk free at 1994. Okay. If you want to be overly cautious, this 5 should not be flipping back to the downside if this is gonna be the move to push back up. So you could go risk free now, really. Your 5 pips. Could be, because if the 15 wants to flip to the downside, it's probably gonna do it. I was pulling back nicely. Can we pull back all the way? Do you know what, I might do that?
No. It go down again.
Yeah, I think it might come back down again. If this 5 closes bullish, the next 5 will likely come back up to tap our 1994 level. I'm only going to take 50% out of this because I do feel we could get some really nice flyers if we catch this move right. Okay. 50 seconds for a 5 close. Okay, we're getting a nice 5 close. If this 5 can stay bullish like this, it's been nice. See if the new 5 can pop up. Break the highs again, which might want to come and break this previous wick before coming down if it wants to come back down further. But if this is the flip, and if this is we've caught the bottom of the wick, we've got a lovely full wing back entry. We shouldn't come back down really. If we come back down to this entry point here, you're then going to be pushing further. You're likely going to push 1992, and this wasn't the move. Okay, so to be honest with you, new 5's open, nice. No top wick either. Can this 5 push? Beautiful. Got a beautiful voice, haven't I? Well, let's see. So this 5's giving us a bottom wick. Let's see if this 5 can flip to the upside. Come on. Like I said, guys, you can go risk-free if you want, because if you come and break this low, you're likely going to come down to 1992, and this wasn't the move. Okay. So it's up to you. You can just get another entry round here. I've actually still got this on though. What we at here, profit-wise? Okay. Let's see if this 5 can flip. But this 5's looking nice. No top wick on him. Or not much of a top wick. This 5 should really flip because there's no top wick on either of them really. So what's this on the 15? So the 15's got 3 minutes left of this 15. So if this 15 can stay doji, it's still respecting this area. The new 15 pulls back. That's if it's going to respect this area. That'd be nice. That would be nice. Would be really nice. See what this 5's going to do. Here's the flip on the 5. Can we flip and push? Can we drive? That'd be the 15 pulling back. 30 is going to close in. Okay, so the 30 is going to close in 3 minutes. It's going to close bearish. Okay, guys. I'm actually going to go risk-free because of the 30. So I'm going risk-free on this trade now. Okay, if you want to take some pass, take some pass. But you should be good to get up to our take partial area. If you come back down, it could be the 30. 30 you see, pushing it back down because the 30 looks like it's going to close back in. Look. Oh, we flipped back there. Come on, the 5, stay up, stay up. Got a top wick. Yeah, MT4, yeah. Why?
What did it enter you as on MT4?
1994.10.
MT5 only went 94.01.
See that really?
In memories.
Guys, I'm going to take 50% out. Actually, wait there because the 1's flipped again. I'm going to take 50% out of this now, okay? Because the 30's closing. Looks like the 30's closing below. I mean, you can hold if you like. It's likely going to tap up to that. But if this is the move, we should get flies on it anyway. I really want this 30 to tap it because that's the 30 then closing above. See, I was sort of struggling. Why are we struggling? Because of that 30. So look, we need the 30 ideally to close above 1994. Like this. There you go. There you go. There you go. If you haven't took partial now, take partial, move to break even. Okay, so now what does this mean then? If this 30 can close respecting this, that means we've now had another candle close respecting, plus we've got no top wick. So is this the flip of the hour? Look at the hour now. Look how beautiful that looks. Look at the entry on that, guys. I don't think we had any drawdown whatsoever. Now what I want to do though, I want to see what this 30, if this 30 closes below, oh look at that, beautiful. Okay, I am going to take some more partial in case we get that wick fill, and then I'll let the rest rock. Okay. Okay, I've took some more partial. We're risk free. Now all we need to see now, as long as we don't get a wick fill on this 30 and we don't get tapped out, we can get a flip. We could really get some nice flies all the way up to 1997. Okay, so let's see how we get on. But guys, I mean, come on for entries. Look at the entry on that. Look at that. Let's zoom right in. Look at that for an entry. Look at that, Dan. Look at that. Look, it won't even... I've zoomed that much in, it won't even let me do a circle.
I don't want to see it.
Oh, did you not take it?
It didn't enter us.
Oh, really?
Mine was set at 1993.98.
Or did you have a sell limit on?
Yeah.
Sorry, buy limit.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
That's why I don't like buy limits sometimes, because sometimes spread, I might not just tag you in.
literally, MT5 went to 94.01.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, well, I mean, everything. If you think about everything's shown us that we're coming back up, so this hour should flip really. But if for some reason we do come back down, you could look for another entries, because you're likely going to come to 1992 if you're going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to open these curtains, guys. Guys, if you've got some profit out of that, drop us a chicken in the or any type of bird emoji in the YouTube chat, please. That'd be much appreciated. We're not going to have any of this nonsense of W's. We're coming back down to test the low. Still no top wick on this. I'll tell you what you could do though, Dan, if you wanted to, but it is riskier. You could just get a buy stop on this 15, because if this 15 is going to flip now, it's going to flip to fill the range at 1995.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you could do, but it is riskier, and you haven't got an advantage point
To get out.
Yeah, so if it does tag you and flip bearish, it means it is coming down. Well, actually, no, I say that because as long as you don't get a top wick, I'd probably go risk-free at the top wick for the hour. That's what I would do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, which the top wick for the hour is here. So, I mean, there's not much, but you're likely going to tap that at least. You'd have to tap that at least, but so it would be a very aggressive move.
Yeah.
But really, this 15 should flip, really. This 15 should flip to the upside. Apart from this 15 is close respecting this minor support, but the 30 is still up there, you see. So it's whether this 30 is going to flip. You're probably going to need a top wick on this 30, even if you want to drive down. Because you've got no top wick here, you've got no top wick here. And you try and find areas where two candles both had no top wicks. It's really hard to find. So it's very rare. So therefore, this 30 is going to flip to the upside. So you could probably enter now, knowing you're going to get a top wick. But you just go risk-free at the flip. Look. Morning, MA. You've just missed a trade, mate. Look at the entry on that. Lovely. No drawdown whatsoever. 2 5-minute candles. We pushed 10 pips. We're currently still in this now with flyers. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel. Jump into our Discord as well. Notifies you when we're on. Oh, okay. So you've had a bearish close on the 5. You still haven't broke below these minor supports. Can you come back up? Can this hour flip? That's the key. See if this hour can flip to the upside. If it doesn't flip and this hour closes below 1994 and doesn't stop us out, then what should technically happen? The new hour should open up. I would imagine it pulls back, creates a top wick for it. Then I'd be taking more partial. I'll probably close them full, because you're likely going to flip to fill the range to come down, right? But if the hour stays respecting 1994, and then we'll hold out, we might get a bottom wick for the new hour, and if we can avoid that bottom wick, it then flips and then drives on that hour. So it's all on this hour really, how this closes in 23 minutes. Well, I'm in the buys too. Open to see 97. That's exactly what we're looking for. MA 1997. Oh, I mean, our target really on the daily can push as far as 2006, but really our target on this is 1997. I probably won't be holding beyond there. I'll be out before the news though. I'll stop loss at daily lows. Yeah, daily should be fairly. To be honest, we had good stops today. We were only 60 pips. Yeah, 55 pips we have for stops. Had lovely stops today. It's quite good for us. Here's the flip. Can we pop? Can we pop? So look, this 30's got a top wick now, Dan. See?
Yeah.
Now, is this going to stay bullish? Now that it's got a top wick, it can actually come further down. But the 30's closed respecting, so technically shouldn't. What you could do is if you get a 30 close here, then you get a bottom wick, you could get a buy stop off the other end, because at that point you're probably likely with the hour to flip to the upside. It's just whether it's going to drive or not, but you're definitely going to come up to 1995, so that would be risk free. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you tap it now, mate, if you come and give a top wick now, if this creates a top wick, I wouldn't be looking to enter, because it's got a top wick. It could flip back down. Do you know what I mean? This is what's coming back up for, top wick. Obviously, we want to see an hour flip, but another thing, if it doesn't have a top wick and the hour closes respecting, technically what you've got is a nest play. So you've got your hour breakout, and then the next hour a struggle to break back into the range. So therefore, what should the new hour do? Well, the new hour then should drive up. I took partial a bit earlier there. Honestly, I thought that 30 was going to close below. And if that 30 had closed below, it means the new one could open up and drive further down. So I did take partial a bit too early there, guys. But we're looking good. I mean, if we get a 5 close back in, he should be coming to fill the range. Look at that entry though, guys. What an entry that is. Oh, no top wick on the 5. What does that mean? See, this is what I mean. The hour's got a top wick now, so this hour could come back down. If we tap 1995, I'm going to take another partial, and then I will literally let the rest rock to 1997. Is this how we're going to flip and drive? That's the thing. Or we're going to flip back down. There's 18 minutes left of it. What's the 15 done? The 15 still closed respecting this minor support. So is this 15 going to close above? That's the question. Okay guys, I've just took another partial there. Okay. And now I'm literally leaving the rest to 1997. Take profit 1997. Look at that. Woo! The hour. Look at the hour flipped. Look at that entry though, guys. So I'm saying we could easily get flies if we catch the move right. I said we could get some nice flyers. So all we want to see really, because even if the hour breaks above here, the new hour shouldn't be breaking the low if it needs to come and fill the range at 1997. Yeah. Now we do have to be careful above here, because remember, you can get a 15 close above, and this is where you can get some fake outs on the 15, what previous data has shown us. Okay, so 1997.8. So we're in an area now where we can either get faked out, back down, okay, because it might not happen on this 15, it might happen on the hour. So the hour might close above, and then the new hour comes back down, and then that's the move to come back down. That's why I've took more partial out. But off a higher time frame, you're likely going to come and tap 1997. Now remember, this is a 4-hour close, right? So this is what I'm on about. The fake out on the hour would make sense because this is the 4-hour close. What's the 4-hour going to do if you break above here? Well, you're likely going to pull back first and then flip. So that would make sense in why we would get a fake out here on the hour to come back down. That makes sense, everyone. Let's see if we can get to 1997. I will be closing full at 1997. Get up there. I love sweet, and that's what the thing with wingbacks. They're just a lot more safer than breakouts, because you always get a chance to get out. Now, if you break out right as well, you don't always get a chance to get out, but you often, it's like 50-50 whether you get a chance to get out. But what it is, you can't get out till later. For example, let's say the hours start closing below the ranges. Yeah, then what you'll get is a 4-hour change. The new 4 will come back to break even for you to get out to then flip. But then you start questioning, well, are you pushing to TP? Do Do you know what I mean? So you question it all. That's why I much prefer wing backs.
When
Okay.
the enter you.
You are?
When the enter.
Yeah. Well, that's another one added to the tally, guys. So we're on 32 wins, 2 partial losses, and 2 break evens on stream. No bottom wick on this 15. So is this 15 going to need a bottom wick? So therefore, are we going to get a fake out here? I'm still just hold. I've got my stops exactly where they are still. And I probably won't take any more partial until 1997. I'll just let it all rock now. Yeah, look, you can get them fake outs. So are we going to get this? This is the first 15 what's broke above. And the next 15 closes below. This 15 actually comes all the way to 1993. But we've already tapped 1993. Therefore, you're likely going to push past it to 1992. So we're either going to get faked out here, or we're going to push straight through to 1997. Okay. We will see. Ooh, is this the fake out? If the 15 closes back in, sort of might as well close, because a bit like yesterday, you think if you get faked out here, really think about this. If you get faked out here, why are we getting faked out? Do you think? Why? Why is it doing it? Well, it's probably doing it because it... Well, here's another question, which is probably a better question. If you get faked out, where's price going to want to go, even if before coming up here then? It's going to want to break these lows, isn't it? Because where's the money? There's no money in between here and here. There's no money. There's no money there. The money's below this now. So therefore, if you get a 15 close back below, why did it fake out? Well, it faked out to come down to break the lows. So then you're probably 90% you're going to get stopped at break even. So you might as well close full. Do you know what I mean? Even if it doesn't play out and it flips and drives back up, because you know it's Forex, anything can happen. Yeah, but at least you were out and you knew. You'd feel better about it. By closing full. Profit's profit. We flip back to the upside here. This is lovely, this. Can we drive straight through? I'm actually not on the charts tomorrow, guys. I'm busy tomorrow. But all next week, be back on. I'll drop a message in the Discord. Morning, Mason. 10 o'clock, getting up, man. Yeah, do you know when you set limit orders, Dan? Just, if you do set limit, obviously if you're out and about, fair enough, you know, you've missed the move type of thing. But if you're on the charts, just want to, when you set a limit order, yeah, you set it, but if you can watch it, just watch it as well. If it doesn't activate, you can always just quickly click buy, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a lesson, isn't it? You remember what I said, loads of tick boxes, and in there, there's one is learning about limit orders. Might not activate you. Yeah, so it's just another tick. Another tick. You're getting closer and closer to that goal. Got a 5 break above. Nice. Lovely 5. So we just need this. There's still 3 5-minute candles left of this 15. This is the first 5, isn't it? So as long as this 15 doesn't flip back to the downside, it's broke the highs now. So you think, remember originally we said as long as we don't break this high, we can still get in. Yeah, because if it breaks this high, it could just want to come and break this high. Oh shit. Yeah, in order to then drive down. And now it's done it. So if it's going to do it now, it's going to do it from here if it's going to drive down. Because it's already broke the high now. So we will see what happens. I mean, to be honest with you, what you probably could do is probably move your stops to the 15, but there's no point. Not for me. I haven't got much left on the trade. I'm just going to hold it. This is 15 going to close bullish. Probably all on this 15 really. Well, I'm on the next podcast episode, Dan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've been asked to appear on the Relentless podcast episode. It's probably going to be the best episode, I would think. Probably.
I would presume.
I do better on podcasts because you know you don't see my face. Definitely got a face for radio. So anywhere do you want me to slip in with the podcast? Yeah, cool guys, let me know. Like, check my draw. So like Nick a Block of Glory or Utter Fluffer Valve or I don't know. Anything you can think of.
When is it?
Next week sometime I'm recording it. It'll come out next Friday.
Couple behind again. I think I've got 10.
Yeah. This Friday, I think it's interviewing Andy, to be honest. Yeah, he's got a good story, like. That comes out tomorrow. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the Linktree button in the descriptions and you'll see the Relentless podcast. Have a listen. Talk all trading.
Yeah, I got up to 10. So I've got 11 and 12.
Yeah. The good one, I think 11 is a good one. I think that's about scams and that, you know, what we're seeing all the time now. Scams are coming back out because crypto's booming again.
Yeah.
Sick
It's
of
been really good.
Do you know what I have been watching lately? What's dead interesting, and I love it, is have you seen these scam catches where these basically coders and hackers, they're hacking the scammers?
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Where they're hacking into their CCTV and all that type of stuff, and they're hacking into their computers, deleting all the files, taking all the files, and they're getting them all raided, like in India.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, class, man. Really good. Unsung heroes, people like that.
They're the hackers you want.
Yeah.
Can you help me find batteries?
Check the cupboard downstairs.
Yeah, I've checked it.
We probably haven't got any, mate. I'll go and buy some. Is your joypad like?
Uh,
Is it for your joypad?
yeah, because my
I'll take my lead. Oh, little pump. Go on. Oh. We're pushing now, guys. Can we tap 1997? Boring trading, isn't it? That's why you need to talk to people. You need a community like this. I'm gonna close. That means the hour's closing. Oh, okay. So he's the 4 hour. So the 4 hours massively bullish. 4 hours gonna close. Are we gonna get a pullback? Are we gonna get a pullback? Is the new 4 gonna open up and push up first and then close bearish? This is roughly where we're closing on the 4. Close, yeah, they all come up and tap 1997, mind. So is the new 4 just going to open up and push straight up, or is it going to give us a pullback first? Four up, 4. So this one here, if you look at this, guys, 4's closed above all this mess. And then we've had a pullback. I don't know if we've had this pullback first, but it came all the way down to 1992, which was our wing back buy. So that's what I'm saying with this 4. This 4 could easily pull all the way back, stop us out at break even, then flip. Okay. Now, what's a good sign is these have already tapped 1997, and we haven't tapped 1997 yet. So that sort of tells me that we're likely going to pop up first, and then maybe come back down. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong, we'll see. Everything's bullish, so we are looking like we're going to tap 1997 before. I think we sort of might have to, just because we're hovering. We need to bounce off something. So the new 4 hour in 50 seconds. Let's see what's going to happen. Are we going to fly back down to break evens? Or are we going to fly straight up to 1997? It's going to 2026. It might do. Because the daily target, I don't know about 2026. I think if anything today, 2006. Because the dailies tend to pull back to there and then you get some sort of rejection. So it's a new 4 now, guys. Can we pop straight up with the 4? Or are we going to come back down? Okay, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel. We've got 4 likes, guys. We've had loads of pips this morning. Come on, surely we deserve 10. Surely we deserve 10 likes. A like for every pip we catch would be lovely. We're currently up 26 pips. We've actually peaked 28. Previous 4-hour hardly had a bottom wick, hoping this one the same can take us to the promised land. Yeah, well, if it's not got a bottom wick, that means if we pop up, we might pop up first to 1997. It does look like there's nowhere else to go apart from 1997. The only issue I've got, right, is when you get an hour close above here, you can just get a fake out straight away. This is where the fake outs happen. So I'm just hoping the 4 can pop up, look. So next hour close straight back in. So we are in an area where we can just get fake outs. However, we haven't tapped 1997, where this one had already tapped 1997. So I sort of feel like we need to tap it even if we want to come back down. So I think we're probably going to tap that first, and then the 4 might flip to come down. That's if it's going to do that, because remember the daily tends to have a pullback to 2006. It's whether you want to hold out that long. So it's all on this. I mean, you're not driving up at the minute. You've had a 5-minute break above. You're still breaking all the highs. It's whether this 5 can get a clean push up. I mean, what you could do, I suppose, is if you move your stops to here. If you break back below here, you're going to come back down to stops anyway. Do you know what? That's what I'm going to do. So I've now moved my stops to 1995.47, because if the 4 does come there and break the lows, you're likely going to come and break the lows at break even. So it's up to you whether you do that. So what time did we get in on this? What time did we take this trade, Dan? 10, 9, 20 past 9. 20. What was this? This was a wing back, a lovely wing back, an hour wing back. Take partial break even was 10 pips, and the reason why it was at that 10 pips, guys, is because when price drives down, yeah, what we identified is when price wants to drive down, it still does this. This is an area where you break and retest and then drive down. So unfortunately, we had to go risk free here and take some partial. Okay, that's what we done. Here we go. Here's the 4. So this is the 4 now flipping to the downside. How far is this 4 gonna go? How far is this 4 going to go? Oh, we're going to pop and drive. Because if this 4 is going to flip up to the upside and needs to tap this, it shouldn't be breaking these lows if it's going to do it, if it wants to do it before coming down. But if it breaks the lows, it means it's going to come right down first and then come up after. Do you know what I mean? So if it goes below here, like, I'm not interested anymore. And if you wanted to, you could look on a lower time frame, see what's going on. So you're still looking at signs for flip. No top wick on this 5. So this 5 is giving you an indication that this should flip to the upside. And if it doesn't, price might want to come back on the next 5. We might just want to tap 1995 here as well, so where stops might get slipped. If we tap 1995, we could reject from there. Good morning, Jimmy. How we doing, mate? You've missed a trade this morning, unfortunately. A lovely trade. Look at that for an entry. That was our entry there. We're just trying to. We've moved stops to 1995. We're just trying to. I'll tell you what you can do though, guys. If you've had a forward break. If you come and tap 1995, you can potentially get buy stops above the 4 to come up to 1997. 12 pips, that would be advantage point here. So you take, because that means if the 4 comes to 1995 and it flips back up, the likelihood of a flipping back up, activating you, then coming back down is probably unlikely. You're probably going to have to flip back up to break the highs, and there's only one place to go, and that's 1997. So that's what you can do, but I wouldn't do it yet. I'd wait for a decent pullback to maybe 1995 first. Otherwise, what might happen is on the lower time frames, because remember it's constantly moving, you might just get tagged in and then tucked down, and you don't want to be getting stuck in that, because the 4 can come all the way back down. It's when you're getting emails from Microsoft that Mason's bought GTA 5 for 13 quid and he hasn't asked me. No, I think he's asked his mum. He's asked his mum, I think. GTA, mate, have you seen the graphics on GTA 6?
Yeah.
Wow, it's crazy, mate. What do you think, Dan, of them new iPhone head things?
I haven't seen them.
Have you not seen them? It's
No.
just a VR goes over the. Basically, these are the first things where you're gonna see people walking around the streets with them on. So it's like goggles. You put them on. You can see everything as normal, but also you can have your computer screens with you. So if you're trading, you can have your charts up. Yeah, nobody else can see them, obviously in your goggles. Yeah, and you just use your hands to grab them and move them out the way and place trades or put Spotify on, whatever.
You can see how dangerous that would be, though. Just people focusing on trading and walking.
I know, hit a lamppost. Well, there was one advert I seen where she's on a plane and she's got a long flight. So she puts these goggles on and she can see the plane, obviously the seat in front of her and stuff like that. But then what she does is she puts something on where her surroundings now, she's like sat on a cloud. She's sat on a cloud, right? The sun's shining. She's just in a nice comfy chair. And in front of her is just a massive screen and she's just watching Netflix. But on a cloud.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool, but it's like, it's so wrong. It's so wrong, but so right.
Yeah.
Like, because, do you know what it'll start happening? It will be like Player One, where you spend all your money in that virtual world, right?
Yeah.
Instead of real life, and then people will just be living in dumps in real life, but the rich in the virtual world. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Mental.
I'll be long gone by then.
Yeah, mate. I think we're the last decent generation, as in we're quite lucky we're gonna die. Do you know what I mean? Like, I worry for my kids, so I worry for me kids, and I definitely worry for my grandkids. I just, because at the minute, I think after World War Two, obviously, people had hope and were thinking, okay, the world's going to get better. But at the minute, I think it's only going to get worse. I think it's sort of turned where future stuff coming out, yes, it's going to make our life easier, but believe it or not, I think it's going to get worse overall. I think our social skills are going to massively drop because we're not going to be seeing humans. People are not going to leave the house, mate. People are not going to leave the house. People can make money online now, right? So they don't need to go to work, right? And we're living in a society where the generational kids what grow up, every kid, what do you want to do when you're older? YouTuber. YouTuber. We're not creating plumbers. We're not creating electricians. We're not creating tradesmen. Nobody wants to do them because why graft on site 60 hours a week, grafting your ass off, right? As a 30-odd-year-old man, 40-odd-year-old man, whatever, for a certain amount of money, when a YouTuber kid, 16, 17, 18, sat in his bedroom all week playing games, makes your annual income in a week. The world's just gone crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's it. I suppose all you can really do is then teach kids the values that you know.
Yeah.
To try and sort of set them on the right path going into that.
Yeah.
You know, going forward, so that when we're not here, they still have sort of our values from our generation.
Yeah. That's it.
Possibly navigate and approach it with a little bit more, common sense. But yeah, it's a tough one, really.
But that VR headset, mate. I mean, I've got a VR for the PS, for the PlayStation. I've got a video of the missus made, right? We're playing Resident Evil. Right. Mate. And there's another one where you're like in a shark cage and the shark cage drops deep into the sea. And Emma has a fear of, I don't know what it's called, no one is scared of deep water, deep dark water. She's got a massive fear. Like she'd probably, like if she fell off a cruise ship, right, she'd die before she got the water thinking about what's down there.
Yeah.
Like, but mate, honestly, I had to take it off. It was scary watching the way she was reacting.
It's like I don't know if your heart
Oh
can take
man, it was funny as hell, man. Have you watched some of the videos where they've got VRs on though? They're punching or they're running into a wall or something like that. It's proper beauty.
Oh, that's it. I've had to go with is it the Oculus Rifts?
Yeah.
I had to go with some of them playing like Star Wars and bottle and stuff like that. But yeah, that's something else, isn't it? I do like them, but
to a certain point though, like, I mean, that metaverse, if you think about the metaverse, that's like, I do get it though, because it would be lovely to feel like it in a log cabin in the woods working, trading, and you're looking out the window. And over time, the graphics will look so real that it'll really feel like you're there.
Yeah.
So imagine trading on a log cabin or whatever, on a beach in the Maldives or something, still with a jumper on. Yeah, like, I do get that, but it's like people are not going to meet up anymore.
Yeah.
We see less and less people. Oh, we've had a 15-minute bullish close there, guys. So we're still bullish. That means the fours flip back to the upside. Can the 4 pop up? Is this the bottom wick for the 4? Can we pop now on this 15? Pop, pop, pop. But don't, obviously, because you've missed this trade, don't get frustrated, Dan. Don't enter silly trades now, right? Because that's what Forex does. All you want to do, mate, is just learn how we entered, why we've moved stops. You know, things like that.
Yeah.
It's still a winning day. Because all you're doing now is, by you watching, believe it or not, you might not feel you're taking stuff in, but your subconscious mind is taking things in. And then all of a sudden it'll be like a switch where, oh, actually, do you know what? I've started doing this. This will make me profitable. And you'll just start becoming profitable over time. It's hard work though, guys. Like, I'll be honest, trading is hard. You think anybody can trade, and especially with social media, anybody can trade. You've got, like, especially these MLMers who do MLM. The stuff they put on, they're just saying it so you join their platform, but anybody can place a trade and actually win a trade, but it's over a long period of time. That's the key. It's over a long period of time, 6 months to a year. Like, are you still profitable? That's what it's about.
It's a journey.
Massively is. Massively is.
It is, isn't it? That's it. This time next year, I'll have bought a log cabin. I won't need a VR headset to trade from.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it'll be a matter of time before it's a helmet, right? And the helmet, it'll be able to produce the smells, what you're smelling. It'll be able to produce temperature. You'll just have everything. Everything will be on this VR. Before you know it, you don't need to leave your bedroom.
We're like Ready Player One.
Yeah.
That give you all of the like feeling and stuff like that of what's happening to your actual body in game.
Yeah.
So,
but there'll be like dating and that as well.
Sure.
So there'll be like I don't know. Let's say the avatars are realistic, but this bloke who's I don't know, massive, yeah, and he's a proper slob, could create the perfect gentleman in the VR world, and he's going on dates with other people. You just don't know what's real.
Catfish.
You a catfish. Yeah.
Well, have you seen Free Guy?
Free Guy, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
I got that. Brilliant.
I'll tell you what does blow my mind. Have you seen the movie in Interstellar?
No.
Oh man, it's a good movie. It's about space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the world sort of dying. Yeah, the world's dying. I can't remember why it's dying, but it's dying. Everyone knows it's dying. Basically, all the farmers, they can't grow food anymore.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then this astronaut who has a farm, but he's got a young daughter at the time. I think she's about 4, 5, 6 maybe. But he's like a famous astronaut, and NASA come to him and said, "Look, basically NASA have sent out people to go and search these planets to look for a new home, right? And they're getting a signal from one of the planets, but they can't fully communicate with them, so they think that maybe they found one, but they need somebody to go and rescue him, or to see if it is, because his ship's knackered or whatever. So they asked this astronaut to go and search these planets to see what they can live on and everyone can move to. And he's like, he doesn't want to be away from his daughter for that long, right? So anyway, he has to do it because the world's dying anyway. So the whole movie is about him like trying to rush what he's doing to get back to his daughter. And this blew my mind. One of the planets he had to go down to check, they said the time difference on it is, for every hour you're on there, it's like 7 years back in Earth.
Yeah.
So he's like, fuck. So if I go down here, every hour I'm on here, it's 7 years of my daughter's life I'm missing. So he's like going down trying to rush, to get back. And by the time he gets back to them, yeah, Earth's gone. But they've created like a ship what rotates, and they're all living on this ship looking for new planet stuff. But anyway, by the time he gets back to his daughter, he's still as he is. He hasn't aged. His daughter's on her deathbed. She's an old woman, and she's got all of her family around her. So she's had kids, they've got grandkids and loads of grandkids. A full family's around her, and like he goes in the room and everyone's like looks at him and he's just like says bye to his daughter. It's just it just blows your mind. Like that's what space can sort of do. It's mental.
isn't it? It's,
really good movie, like.
yeah. I love that sort of stuff. I'm surprised I haven't seen it.
It's just scary as hell, man. Imagine just like on. I think the movie is it Gravity? Might be Gravity, where he's just floating in space. He's still alive. It's just somehow he becomes loose and he just starts floating. Got no power.
Yeah.
He's just floating till he dies, basically, or runs out of oxygen. Because he's floating into darkness. Like wow.
Yeah. Waiting for your oxygen to run out.
Yeah.
There's like sort of animated series on Netflix called Love, Death and Robots.
I'm not saying that.
And there's it's just loads of little shorts from like different like studios.
Yeah.
And one of those is like a woman in space on a space station and she's fixing something outside of the craft.
Yeah.
It's like it's just little bit of space debris.
Yeah.
Like hits her and blows her off the side of the spacecraft. So she's like floating around, like trying to get back the craft.
Yeah.
And she takes her glove off and lets her hand freeze in space and then snaps her hand off
Why?
to try
Oh.
throw in the opposite direction to propel her back.
Oh right, yeah.
What?
Oh dear, mad that.
Yeah, man, that. But yeah, it's,
Mental.
that would be.
Have you seen the movie Passenger?
That's the one with what's her face and
From Hunger Games. Is it Hunger Games? Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good idea, like.
Yeah.
Where they're all trying to go to another planet, but somehow they're all in this hypersleep or whatever, and somehow her bed malfunctions. She wakes up, and then another bloke wakes up. Oh no!
He wakes up.
No, didn't he wake her up?
Yeah, but he's out, and then wakes her up.
Yeah, that's it. He's malfunctions, and he wakes her up because he wanted some company, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was it. Dirty bastard. Good idea though. I mean, let's be honest, we'd all probably do it. We'd probably just go around all the beds, see which one's the best looking, and just go, oh, oops, sorry about that. Oh, I don't know what's happened to your bed. It's malfunctioned. Oh well, we're here now. What do you did?
Wake them up like 4 months before they arrive, isn't it?
Well, no, it wasn't. It was years, wasn't it? Because they were basically going to die before they got there.
Yeah, it's supposed to like automatically wake everybody up 4 months before they arrive, but his wakes him up 90 years before arrival.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm not spending it alone.
Mad, isn't it? I mean, what would you do, really? I suppose you might as well just live and enjoy the ship.
Well, that's it.
But by yourself, though, mate, you would just go crazy, I think. I think you would get the point where you'd end up ending your life. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're not driving up, guys, and we're not driving down, but we are still getting closures, bullish. So, do we need to pop down in order to flip? Look, even the 5's closed bullish here. We might need to break these lows. So you might see one 5-minute candle get a pop down and then a flip and drive. But if you do that, we might get stopped. But we'll see. We're moving nicely. We're nicely in profit.
Yeah, I might close out now. I'm not in.
Yeah. We learn, mate.
Yeah. Always tomorrow.
Always tomorrow. Always another day. Always another trade.
That's it. Out this afternoon. If not tomorrow. Well, my challenge is still going, so that's always a positive.
Yeah.
We're 15 days in.
Just keep plucking away, mate. It'll just happen.
Yeah. Get this job, then I'll not be on the streams as much, unfortunately. It's the only downside.
Yeah.
So I might just not take it. I'll probably be able to get, like, means I'll have to work weekends, but then I can get a couple of days off during the week, and then I can still jump on in the mornings for a couple of days. But,
that's it. It's just sort of when you've got a job, it's trying to fit it in as much as you can, as and when. All it is, it's like in your brain, you've got a bucket, and you're just filling the bucket up with knowledge of trading, and eventually the bucket gets filled. So whether people have jobs or don't have jobs, eventually the bucket's going to fill up. But it's how long it takes you to fill up. Everyone's on has different time available to them. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
But you will fill the bucket up. Don't think that because you're away from the charts you'll forget. Obviously, if you're away from the charts for a long period of time, then yeah, you might forget. But baby. 2 minutes for a closure on a 15. Looks like this 15 is going to close bearish. So the 30 is still bullish, and that's even come and test the previous support on the 30. We haven't drove. So does that mean the next 30 is going to power up? So we should get some movement on the new 30, whether it's up or down. We should get some new movement after this 15 close. Let's just see which direction it's going to go though. So no trading for me tomorrow, guys, unfortunately. I'm busy, so I'll be back all next week. Back on Monday for 8 AM UK time. Well, 15's closed, and what does that mean? That means the 30's still bullish. Even if you get a 15 close like this, if you look at the 30, still bullish. So it means, is the next 30 going to pop up? We're really struggling to drive down or up, aren't we? 10 seconds for a close. Oh, see that little pump. Oh, we flipped bullish on the 15. Are we going to pop up now? Or is this flipping bullish so we can flip back to the downside? Get up there. We might just trickle up here, guys. It looks like we're just trickling up. We need... It might mean we need to break the lows in order to come up. I mean, what we left here? There's 10 pips left. New 15. No top wick on the 30, sorry. The hour. This hour should drive now, really. Get up there! Look at that for an entry though, guys. Lovely. I love it when I get entries like that. don't even think it was a pip. It wasn't even a pip. Can we pop? Pop, pop, pop. Are we going to get a nice clear pop up here? If we do get an aggressive push up, yeah, and let's say no bottom wick on a certain candle, we'll probably just close full. I mean, saying that, you should be tapping. You do tend to tap 1997. But it's just whether we're going to... Because remember, we could still get that fake out in the hour, because the hour hasn't closed yet. I think it was from round here, wasn't it? Yeah, like these levels here, so... I mean, we could just tap to that, to be honest with you. 1997.58. Probably look to close out on there, maybe. Okay, what I am going to do though, guys, I'm going to move my stop to the low of the hour, because if the hour flips back to the downside, it's likely going to then drive back down. So we're just simply trailing our stops here. Okay, so I've now moved my stops to 1996.03. If this hour does flip back to the downside, it's likely then going to come further, and it would stop us out anyway. Ooh, little rejection there. A 5 close above 30 minutes. Can the 5 pop up? See how this 5 closes here. So it's up to you what you do. I mean, you could hold out if you wanted to up to 2006, but if you tap 1997, it's an area where you can pull back before going on a higher time frame. So at that point, I'm not really interested. Oh, we're at a 5 bearish close. Okay, what does that mean? We didn't close back below, so we're still bullish. So whether this 5 is not going to close below, is this 5 going to pop up for us? I'm not going to close yet. after this I'm going to go and get a nice cup of tea. Oh, we're pulling back. Are we going to get stopped? We're close. We're close to stops. If it breaks the low, it seems that it needs to break the lows to drive up. Really, it's really struggling. But or it's going to test the lows and trickle up. So in order to sort of get a pop up here, we sort of need to break a low, or we're just going to trickle up like this with these if we don't break any lows. Okay. I mean, we're still in. We're still in. I'm not stopped. Can this flip? Ooh. So close, yet so far. Can this 5 flip? If this 5 flips and closes bullish, we should be free through. But it does look like this 5 might want to come and break the lows before doing it. Are we going to survive this bottom wick? It's because it's already created a top wick on the 15. It means this is probably going to close bearish, unless the 5 flips. Because this is the hour. Because if this hour does flip back and test the bottom, it's probably going to create a steeper bottom wick. And a steeper bottom wick, the next zone really for the hour is sort of back in 1994. So it's whether it's going to... Oh, look at the 5. Look at the 5. Okay, so the 5's created a bottom wick for this 5. So if this 5 can... Because it's exactly the same in the lower time frames. Look, you're still respecting. So this 5 has closed bearish, but closed still in this range above. And now this 5, this closes bullish. Then we should pop through, really. But there's just not enough liquidity. But I'm hoping that this pop down now might be enough to get through. Because look, no 5, no bottom wick. Look what this 5's done. Came down, created a bottom wick for it, and then flipped bullish. So is this the move? 4, 3, 2. Ooh. Can we break the highs on the 5? Close above. Still respecting 1996. Look at that. Is this enough liquidity now to push through, or are you going to get a 5 close below? That means the 15. But this is the last 5 of the 15. Okay. Should we watch on the 5? Look at that. There you go. Is this the one now? Guys, I am closing out full. In case this 5 pulls back. I'm closed out full. That's me done for the day. Lovely, lovely trade. The entry was fantastic. No drawdown whatsoever. Look at that. What did we peak? What did we push? 34 pips I closed out full at. Pips. Closed full. Nice trade, guys. Well done, everyone. Well done. To y'all, as the Americans would say it. Well done, y'all. Any questions, guys? I'm going to update the spreadsheet, the logbook. We've added it onto the tally on OBS now anyway, so we're on 32 wins, 2 break evens. Let me just put this in the, make sure the close for the. So let's get this added to the spreadsheet. Let's see if it taps though. It should tap 1997 really. But it's just whether you come back down. You've got no bottom wick on this 5. Do we need to come back down before coming on up? Was this enough liquidity to get to it? Okay, so let's do the logbook. What we on Feb? We've got 15 second 24. What time did we take this? 20 past 9, wasn't it? This was on a gold. This was a wingback, perfect wingback example. Wingback buys off the 1 hour. Five, 2, 3. Stop was, what was stop? It was 55 pips, wasn't it? 55. Take past movie break in was 10, and then we pushed another, what did I say? We pushed 34, so then we pushed another 24 pips after break even, 24, and then we close full. Weekly bias, is it the weekly bias? Yeah. No, it's not, is it? Daily bias? Yes, it's a rock. It is a daily bias, actually. Ooh, we're nearly there. Nearly there. So, the daily bias, H4 break. The H4 did actually break. The H1, 30, 15. Everything had broke out to the upside, didn't it? 1 hour wing back by to previous support. No drawdown whatsoever, which was nice. And then I've just got to put the YouTube in there. Nice, guys, nice. So we've nearly took back that loss from earlier on. See what I mean? Yes, big losses, but a couple of trades and we're back. Okay guys, that's me done. Any questions before I go? Fantastic, well done today everyone.
Nope, good.
Let's see. Nice. So I will love yous and leave it. Have a fantastic weekend. I'll be back on Monday next week and we go again. Okay? Another win, yes. Chiefs smashing it. Well done. Right, catch us later guys. Toodaloo.